Sarah Happy. I am 32 years old. I live in South Philadelphia with my fiance and my dog. I'm an AACR ambassador because I think it's important as a survivor to talk about what AACR is doing and the research and, make sure that people, not only cancer patients but cancer survivors, know about the latest in the science. I'm doing as well as I am because I've had access to doctors that have the best training and know what's going on in the research. And I want every survivor and every cancer patient to have that same access. I was at work and I went numb in my left arm. And I was kind of trying to figure out why I was feeling tingly down my hand. And I felt a lump under my arm. So I went to the doctor. He knew almost immediately that I had cancer. They did an x-ray and there was a shadow over my heart and you could feel palpable tumors up and down my neck. About a month or a month and a half later, I started chemo. And we did 6 months of chemotherapy every other week. I was there on Thursday for a full day. And then when the chemo was over, we did, I think, about 2 months of radiation. I found out I was cancer-free in November. I had a good prognosis. I mean, I had what they like to call the good cancer because it's generally treatable with chemotherapy. I had a lot of it, which is why I needed the radiation, but they were fairly confident that it wouldn't come back. I continued to work. I was working as a law clerk at the time, and I applied to law school again, and I was accepted to law school. And I moved to Philly less than a year after I finished treatment. I went for a run-of-the-mill, gynecological exam visit, got a pap smear, and it came back irregular. And so my doctor wanted to do a biopsy. And I actually did the biopsy the day before I got in the car and went back to school for law school. And he called me a few days later and it was cancer. And they had to do a surgery to remove it. 6 months later, we did a follow-up and it had come back as bad as it had started. And at that point, I started to worry because it was coming back and it was coming back kind of aggressively. So I did the second surgery and it didn't come back after that. It's never come back. I get checked up all the time and I am still cancer-free from the second cancer.